is one of the best scenes in movie history.
Yep.
It is one of the best monologues in movie history after all the action takes place. And it is probably the best redemption that Jake could have gotten at that time. And to watch it all unfold the way that it did, with the neighborhood backing up Jake after knowing all the stuff, it's because, you know what it was? They saw him put in the work. They saw him
You got to put in the work.
do what was necessary.
But I will say, so let me just breeze through this scene. He gets there, he walks down the neighborhood, the whole neighborhood sees him, they're kind of in shock, like, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. Good luck if you're going to fight him, because he says it. Then he gets to the end and he gets to the head dude who is in a bunch of movies. He's a really good actor. I love him. But he gets to the end and he's like, I'm here for Alonzo. And you can see him just doesn't even say anything. He just turns and lets him walk by. And then he gets the kid to open the door, comes in. It's a gunfight. You get to see the sexiest woman of all time. Shout out. Denzel says, I'm surgical with this shit, and starts firing off in the house, runs away. They're running on the roof. They get down. They're fighting. He jumps on the car, which is the coolest thing ever, because you think he's getting away, but the glass breaks, and Denzel ends up crashing, trying to get Jake off the car, and he's in bad shape. Then they're out fighting in the middle of the street, and basically Denzel, everyone's surrounding the whole neighborhood, and Denzel says to Jake, are you going to shoot me? And the neighborhood puts a gun down on the pavement and says, no, you got to put in your own work. Because he says, Denzel says to everyone, I'll make you a rich man. I put money on his head. Who wants to do it? And none of them do, because they all hate Denzel. And this is the best monologue in the whole movie, because Denzel is basically looking around like, are y'all serious? You disloyal, unappreciative MFers. I cannot believe this. Like, you're going to do this to me? I kept you out of Pelican Bay 23 hours, isolated 1 hour outside. And he starts screaming. You can see some of them start walking inside. They're scared. Then he goes to pick up the gun, gets shot in the ass, and he freaks out like, oh my God, you actually shot me. And you think and you're hoping that Jake shoots him.
Yes.
But Jake doesn't. He's still a good old boy, doesn't shoot him. And then you think the gang is going to shoot him, because they say, we got it from here, and lets Jake walk off. And he's just like, Jake, Jake. He's yelling for him, which I love when he yells
took the
for
money.
him. He took the money. I just want the money. He's like still money hungry. He doesn't even care about his bleeding out right now. But
No.
The thing that I didn't like, but I think it was a good choice by the writers. You thought the gang in the neighborhood would have shot Denzel.
Yeah.
They were still scared. They still respected him.
Yeah.
He's such a good salesman. He's even when he's dying and he has no power, he's looking at him like, you shoot me, that's it. This whole block's on fire.
It's the gas chamber for you.
I got platoons. I got Pelican Bay on speed dial, boy. So you know he got out of there, and you're thinking, damn it, dude.
This guy.
He's driving away. Like, what's going to happen? Then the best thing that could happen, the Russians at the stoplight.
They are some cold MFs. You know, I will say, there is a comedian out there that made a joke about this, but it's very true. It's like, black people really aren't afraid of white people very often, but you start talking like this with accent, all of a sudden it gets very, they're like, okay, maybe that's not the target we want.
Yeah, because that's like a different.
It's different, bro.
It's foreign, so it's naturally scary.
It is naturally scary. I love that scene. And then naturally, we, pun intended, get the Russians lighting him up at a stoplight, doesn't have any money, and no go. That's it for Alonzo.
He was late.
Movie done. A cool way to go out.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was a great ending. Didn't really need to see anything that happened to Jake after that.
Nope. You already know what he's going to do.
You know what he's going to do. He's going to turn it in or whatever. So it's, man, I don't know that it deserved a sequel or a prequel or anything like that. I think it was a perfect encapsulation of the time period of that story and that day. And I am glad that they did it that way.